Hello and welcome, this is Mouse Gunner, and it's time for another one of my Mousepressions. The idea behind this series is I will play a game for a couple hours, and if I think it's worth showcasing, I will present it in this series. Full disclosure, I did receive a copy of this game for free from the developer, and you can expect that often in this series. With that being said, let's take a look at the game in question, Ancestors' Legacy. This is what I would call a simplified RTS that blends traditional concepts with a combat style like the Total War series. So when I say traditional concepts, what I mean by that is I mean that you do have structures that you can build your units at, and you will use various resources to do so. You can also upgrade your units, but it's very much in a simplified mechanic. It's not going to be as complex as a traditional RTS would be like StarCraft, and it's not going to be as complex as even a Total War game would be. But the combat's going to be following a little bit more along that vein. So I've jumped into the campaign because this is what I experienced in my time. I played through the Viking campaign, and I got a good chunk of the way into that. I was at the very beginning of the 4th chapter out of 5, and there are 2 characters with all the different factions. So there's 4 factions, 2 characters per each, although some of them aren't out yet. It says coming soon, so we have 2 here. We only have 1, and the other one says coming soon, and we only have 1. So right now, only 2 of the factions are actually having their full roster of characters. Maybe they'll come out with more characters than just the 2, but that's what I'm seeing for right now. I think I'm going to play one of the missions I've already played, just so that I know what to expect and everything. So we'll be playing Chapter 3 here. This, you get a little bit more full view of the game itself. It has been a little while, so I'm going to have to try and remember what some of the key bindings and mechanics are. But they do incorporate a little bit of stealth mechanics in this game, too. Now I'm going to skip past the story stuff if I can, but I'm not sure if it will let me because right now it's loading.
And that was my chance to get even.
I usually try and avoid a lot of the story stuff in this series if I can.
We could finally head on to join.
Yeah, it's not letting me skip this stuff.
However, the road to Lindisfarne was not an easy one.
There's a little bit of quirkiness to this game too, and we'll see that on display. But when you're there, we go. Now we can skip. There we go. So we're going to start off with a little ambush of a caravan. Okay, so these are all my units. Now right now we have the stealth mechanic. We're hiding in these bushes. While we're in the bushes, the enemy can't see me. We have to wait till our moment.
What the?
Okay, that's our moment. We're gonna go. Now you'll see the health bar here is getting depleted. Red indicates they're taking damage, and they'll start losing soldiers as time goes on. That's kind of your graphical representation. Okay, that group's been killed. We only have one more group to go after. Now, the one thing about this game is once you get into a combat, you're more or less locked in, and the only way you can get out is by hitting retreat.
Come with us and prove your worth.
And a big element of this game that I started really enjoying once I got the idea behind it is that a lot of it works on retreating and resupplying your troops or replenishing them. You don't want to just stick in a fight and fight it out until the last man standing. If it looks like a unit's taking a lot of casualties, you want to hit retreat and get them out of there. But as I said, once they're in a combat, they're kind of locked in. So unlike Total War, where you can more fine-tune move a unit around,
we'll help you take the enemies down, but we need supplies first.
you're not really able to do that.
Nearby. Let's force peasants to gather food and wood for us.
So it's ideal to get a flank on your opponent, but it's a lot trickier to pull it off in this game, which can be kind of frustrating. I would say that sometimes the mechanics are a little clunky in this game, but for the most part I have enjoyed my time. Okay, so now we're on to some of the recruitment, and this is going to show you just, kind of how simple it is. But one thing I'm going to do is I'm also going to replenish my squads, anybody that's injured, and also I can rest. So any of these, while replenishing men, is the one thing I did. And then the other thing is with this guy here, he's injured, so I had him rest to get that back. But now we're going to recruit, and we're going to recruit a spearman. So this is pretty much it. You click on a building that you can recruit, you hit the button, and it queues it up. It does take an amount of resources, which you can see displayed at the bottom here, so it takes 50 wood to produce. So I have to have wood to be able to do that. So, and then we have to wait for that to happen. And we also have how many total units we can have listed here. So we can potentially have one more added in, but through the campaign you'll have some troopers added in as well. So whenever we're back in the camp, we can do the replenish of our units if they are if they have lost numbers. We can do the healing camp anywhere if they're injured, but while they're healing, they're vulnerable to attack, so you have to be watching out for that. So we can go into these bushes and do a little bit of stealthing, although it does get tricky. Let's go ahead and do some key bindings here. Matter of fact, we don't have any archers, so I'm just going to have everybody be 1 for now so that we can select them as we need. So you can get resources around. Oh, here we go. There's somebody hiding in here. Let's attack them. Let's see if we can get a flank with one of our guys. Oh, no, they're already charging, and they're locked in. So now, if I select somebody and tell them to go somewhere, they won't do it, because they're locked in combat. So that's kind of what I was talking about with that. The only way to get them out of that is to retreat, and they'll retreat a decent distance. Let's show that now. The retreat, they're going to keep going. I can't command them right now. Can't command them right now. And eventually they'll stop. If you hit retreat twice, as a matter of fact, you could see a bar down here that's showing how long they were going to retreat for. If you hit this twice, they'll retreat all the way to the camp, which is a good way to replenish them. Okay, and we just got some resources. Oh, we got ambushed here. So this unit here, he's taking injuries. Maybe we don't want him to get too injured. So I just went ahead and sent him right back to camp. So we're not going to take too many casualties there. I think we're going to win this one. They did ambush me and do a little bit of casualties early on. So now these guys are retreated. I can go ahead and tell them to heal. And then, when they're done, we can have them come back out here. So that's kind of, from what I've seen, the core mechanics of this game is if it's looking kind of rough or you're taking casualties, just have your guys retreat back to base. They'll replenish. And once they're done, you can send them back to the front lines. Oh, and we're getting attacked. And this time we got attacked while healing, so that's bad for us. I'm gonna have these guys retreat. I don't know if I can replenish them though, because they're a special shield unit. So let's have them double retreat just so that we get them back into base. So that was a case where I really shouldn't have rested where I did. Let's have these guys retreat. Now we have our other spearmen charging in here. There's also a leveling mechanic that happens in this game. So these guys are now there. We'll have them heal. I don't know if they have the ability to replenish. So that one casualty might have been bad for us. Alright, so we should keep an eye on these bushes, because it is clear that the enemy is ambushing me. I don't know if they did that last time. Okay, let's see if we can replenish if we get a little closer to the camp. At this point, I should be able to hire some more spear raiders, so I'll do so. Yeah, I cannot replenish this unit, so that's unfortunate. Let's grab this guy too. As a matter of fact, let's just grab everybody with one, put them over there. And then when the spears pop out, we'll add them into our group, and we'll be full with our supply, I guess you'd call it, or housing. And we'll put them over there, and then we'll add them into the group with everybody else.
My axe is ready.
That guy's not currently in cover. What is he doing? Alright, so our objective right now is to go over here and capture this village. Oh, we've got some enemy squads being spotted. Where are they? They're over here somewhere. I see them on the mini-map, but I don't really see them physically. That's alright. We're not going to go over that way just yet. Oh, here they are. They're over there. Well, we're not going over there just yet. Although we could, if we wanted to. Alright, let's get going here. We get some wood resources over here. Alright, there's going to be some enemy. So let's have one of our spearmen kind of go off to the side here. While the rest of our group is going to charge in. This guy here is going to charge the flank. We're going to have this guy come around. Ooh. Let's have these guys retreat because they're taking heavy casualties. And we're going to try and go around on a flank here with our other spearmen. What are you doing? Get in there. Alright, we took some casualties here as well. Let's retreat. And my other guy probably didn't retreat all the way to the camp, so we'll have him do that. Okay. That one not too bad. Let's go get to this food over here that I missed. I may go hide in some bushes and replenish the... or at least heal. Because there could be more enemy that will show up. I can't, you know, take things too lightly. In that regard. So these guys should be back in base so we can replenish them. Okay, now we can... We do have a level up too to take care of. So you have a leveling system. So in this case, this guy leveled up. So I hit this. And now I can choose of 3 things. And it's always going to be these 3 things regardless of the troop type. So we have defensive. And I'll tell you right here what all these things do. So I'm going to go with defensive with the shield guys. And then we also had one here. With my hero units, I think I'm going to go offensive. Okay, and these guys now need to heal, so we'll have them do that. Alright, let's come over here with the rest of our group. They are healed up, and then when the other guys heal, we'll have them come over here as well. It's just, you know, you have to keep an eye on your units and make sure once they're ready, they're coming back with you. So I've just told them to come where the other guys are. And now we're just killing these peasants. I don't think we can capture this unit yet. Because it's part of the village overall.
I'm here. Quickly, there.
Alright, let's get moving. I think these guys are coming. Yeah, there they are. Alright, let's just worry about these guys for right now. So we've got some spearmen coming our way. I don't think I'm going to be able to flank them or anything at the moment. Oh, big casualties there. Let's retreat. Let's actually retreat with everybody. Let's draw them into us. I accidentally hit double, but that's okay. Now, this guy's coming up. If they chase after me, we may have an opportunity here. We should have one other unit that is coming up as well. Maybe I didn't get those guys. Oh, I forgot to put them in the command group. That's what happened there. Oh, let's retreat. So we're retreating to camp. That was a bit of a mistake on my part, but... These guys continue to chase. I'll ambush them from this bush. These guys can heal. Oh. Oh, alright. So some slingers chased after me. Well, they're going to get a rude awakening if they come all the way to my camp. Not sure if the one guy healed all the way. Here, you. Replenish. There we go. And have these guys heal. We're probably going to take some damage here. But these are just slingers that chased after me. And this guy is going to retreat. This guy is done. So we can have him come over. We'll go ahead and give you speed. Okay. Heal. Alright. Let's go ahead and get over to the village now. Although I still have the one guy not part of the group. Mostly because I haven't selected everybody. Let's just do that now. So, there we go. You guys need to replenish. Let's grab the rest of these guys. And I think the replenish is done, so let's get them up here. Oh, there we go. Combat. These guys are taking pretty heavy damage. Let's have them retreat. I'm going to have them full retreat this time, though. I don't think it's necessary. We just have them retreat far enough. But it is a long time, as you can see here. Have them heal. And now we're getting through this combat without taking any more casualties. Oh, this guy's getting kind of beat up.
Listen up, Spear.
Okay. Let's have these guys heal. And the other guy's pretty much done. So we'll have him come meet the rest of the group.
Fast, we're going there.
So you can take it nice and slow if you want to. Or you can be faster if you're more proficient at these type of games. I'm not really somebody that's a strong RTS player, but I have been... I have quite a bit of experience in the Total War series, and I played a number of RTS games, just not my main strength. Okay, now we get to see the capturing mechanic once we kill these last spearmen. I think that's all that's left in the town as far as enemy goes. Let's see if we can get some flankers going. So have one go over that way. These guys going over this way. Then this group go in there. Have these guys come over to the side, attack. Have these guys come over to this side, attack. And then our shields, I guess just follow in. We're gonna take some casualties, but it's workable. As long as it's not the shields, because that's the only one I can't really replace. And all those poor civilians running around. And now we're capturing a building. This is how you capture buildings, by the way, when you're a Viking. You burn it to the ground. And then, once you burn it to the ground, it magically just builds itself back up, right? That's how those kind of things work. We do have some level ups to take care of, so as I've done before, the heroes, they're going to get a level up to offensive. And I think that's everybody. I mean, you can check for sure if you have a level up button, then you know you can level up. We also can replenish in the town now that we've captured it, so I'll go ahead and do that with the one unit that needs it. Okay, we're all healed up. And we've captured things, so now we can manage the building we just captured and recruit peasants. So one thing we really need is food. We're losing food at quite a rate, so anything we can do for that would be nice.
We can also use villagers to recruit more warriors.
So before, we couldn't capture that mill over here. Well, that's because it's part of the village. That's going to be this here. So once I've built this, which I might as well queue that as well. Once I've built that, that building will then be being worked on. As a matter of fact, we can just go ahead and select everybody. Now, our capacity's gone up by 1. I'm not going to bother recruiting anybody, though, because you do get some units for free as you go through and do various objectives. Now, as a matter of fact, it points the way to your different objectives. So recruit workers to gather food.
Good, good. We have resources. The only thing left is to get better equipment. We need to capture the iron mine and craft ourselves better armors. Only then we can assault the outpost. I'll send one squad with you.
I'm not sure if I'm going to play through the entirety of this mission in this video. Oh, hello. While we were in that cutscene, our guys were getting killed. That's unfortunate. We'll have these guys heal. But it just slingers on all of our guys, so this should be relatively fast, although we are kind of bottlenecked in there. That was the first time I saw that particular thing happen with the cutscene causing me casualties. So this guy will come over here. You guys go over that way. You guys go in here to attack from the front. You heal. We can use you. Okay, or attack from the rear. I don't really care. I'm alright with these guys taking casualties because we can replenish them. It's the shield bearers that are the main problem. Not really sure if my heroes and everything are in this fight, so just to double check. Okay, now we have to capture another building. This is a side objective, capture the small fishing village. This is that there. Okay, let's go capture it by burning it down. This is going to give us yet more capacity. I'm going to go ahead and heal, and then we should be able to replenish as well now that we've captured, so we'll do that. Okay, now we have the ability to get more food, so we'll do that. Okay, and we're ready to go more or less, so let's keep going. We do have some resources down here that I'll go ahead and grab. I'm sure I've missed some resources that have been laying around. Let's go get that iron. I think there's more to do along the way. We'll just follow along the road here. Oh, we do have another unit. Let's go ahead and grab him. Put him into the group. So that's what I was talking about. You do get some units for free. I'll put them all here. The one guy needs to heal. Where is he? Where did we get him? There we go. Ah, you were over in camp. Not really sure why you're injured, but that's all right. So the next thing we're gonna hit is this. This is just a barracks of the enemy. I think it may spawn enemy. It may be how it works. I'm not positive on that though. I guess we could come meet him a little bit. Halfway, we'll go into the bushes here. And then we'll heal them up so he's ready. Oh, or we won't, because we're going to be fighting immediately. Alright, let's get some of these guys into this fight. And our hero, and our other spearman. Okay, we're going to have another attack going on over here. I'll see if I can hit the flank. Like so. Okay, these guys are now healed. We probably have leveling up to do that I have missed. Let's have these guys. Again, we're locked into combat here, so I can't go attack these guys until whoever they're attacking is dead. So we're just taking casualties here, and there's nothing I can do about it. Other than retreat, of course. Which I think I'm going to do with this unit. Okay, let's go kill the slingers. Let's have some of these guys go kill these guys. Come on. Unfortunately, I think that most of them got locked in there. So it's just my hero against everybody else. That's okay. These are just slingers. They're not that dangerous. Okay, and my guy that is now in camp is going to replenish and heal. Now, this is not a building we capture. This is just a building we destroy. I know that's confusing because we do it exactly the same way as we capture things, but not just the way that this game works. Let's go ahead and hit heal so that anybody that needs to heal is healing. And this guy's ready to go. And I have some leveling up to do as well. Now, there's also a lot of special abilities here that I haven't been using too much. Okay, let's go through and level guys up. So I like to do speed or... Oh, do you have a combat somewhere? Not that I can see. Yeah, I like to do speed for my spearmen. And I think that's the only... Oh, no, we do have another level up. Who's the another level up? Ah, yeah. The star, I think, indicates that. And again, you are going to get speed.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go through the ominous battlefield of death. I can now get an archer, which is going to be over in this camp over here. So we'll go over that way. Pick them up, which is going to fill out the last slot I have here, which is why I didn't recruit any more. But the main abilities that we have with some of our units, we can set traps, various traps with our spearmen. And then we have different formations like defensive stance and defensive circle we could do in certain circumstances. We have defensive stance, I think, is more or less, everybody has that for a baseline. And then raised shields is something that the shield bearers can do in particular. And then some of these other abilities I'm not so familiar. I guess anybody can do a...
Come with us. We need your help.
Okay, so now we have the archers.
Have an arrow ready.
I'm going to make them 2 just so that I can grab them separately if I need to. Let's grab everybody here, though.
Quickly. Shields.
I think we gained a little bit of capacity there as well by going to that camp. Alright, now let's get along our way. So I'm going to try and capture the iron mine in the course of this video, but I'm not going to get to the last bit. The one thing that's kind of cool about this game is the map will be blocked off at first, but then it will open up. So there will be stuff that will happen over in this section of the map. We can't see it or interact with it yet, but it will open eventually.
Follow me.
And I kind of like the way that they do that. Because a lot of games, you can see the whole map, it just, maybe you can't see what is there because of Fog of War, like what we have here, but you can at least see it. In this case, they block it off until it's more relevant.
Sniping them out is definitely wiser than
Okay.
frontal charge.
So what we want to do is we want to set up kind of like a defensive line. Grab our archers. So
Always ready.
let's put all these guys on defensive stance. If I can. So one, I'm going to put them on defensive stance.
Arrows! Hold them
Okay, here we go.
quickly!
I'm going to shoot these guys up a little bit. Now, there is friendly fire, so you have to be careful. It's just like the Total War series. Okay, they've crossed the bridge. Let's get them.
Pick up your
The archers, we're going to back off. And we're going to turn off.
high ground.
We're going to turn on hold fire so that we aren't killing our own men. It looks like that battle went pretty well. Now, we're going to see these guys continue to cross. Okay. Let's have them back up a little bit. Have our archers come back
Arrow ready.
and kind of get towards the front line. We'll have this guy back off a little bit here.
Which
Give us some room to work.
Longbows!
So it's possible another guy will come across here fairly soon. If not, we'll just have to come up and greet him. Okay, here they come. Give them a couple of shots and then we'll back off. Okay, back off. And give them some more shots. One. Okay, they're probably going to charge me soon, so let's get up here. Alright, let's grab one and get in there so they don't cross the bridge. And now we've held our fire, so we're not going to fire into our own guys again. And now we've bottlenecked them in on the bridge, and we can use our... Well, in a way, we can't use our numbers against them with that. Maybe we should have backed off a little bit. But that's okay, we're still winning this fight pretty handily. We are taking some casualties, but again, these are replaceable soldiers. And now all that we have left over here looks like archers. Okay, and the spearmen are almost down. Let's come over here. And we'll tell them to heal once they've gotten a little further away. Okay, heal. Now, the archers here, I'm just going to have to charge with my infantry, so we'll wait on them. Because if I come up here with my archers would just get massacred. We might be able to draw one of them.
Keep a lookout.
Not sure. Oh, no, we're getting hit even by the tower. So, if I'm not careful there, I'm going to lose one of my archers. So, I don't want to do that. We'll just have these guys come over here and heal. Yeah, so in this case, you just need to charge. Oh, speaking of which, let's grab these guys and tell them to raise their shields. Because it's relevant for right now. Okay, we'll do casualty these guys pretty fast, because, you know, they are archers after all. Okay, our archers are ready to go. Now, I am taking casualties here because of that tower, but we'll get it eventually. Wow, the tower is pretty murderous.
No time to waste.
Okay, let's go get it.
No
Oh.
mercy.
Never mind. Back off, back off. Back off, everybody.
Move. Relays.
Okay.
Shields. Onward.
I think we have no choice here but to attack. Two, back off.
On the double.
But we're not in that tower range anymore, because that was really murdering me. I think I may have gotten one shot into them before they engaged. Okay, now we can come over here and heal ourselves. Maybe able to use the archers to take out that tower, but these aren't, I don't think, replaceable. So let's heal now. So it should just be the tower at this point, and then we should have free reign in this area, and we'll be able to capture. And then just we'll show the mechanic of upgrading your units, which is fairly simple. If you have the resources to upgrade, you can upgrade. Okay, so one, come burn this down. And two, Once they have started to draw the fire, come get him. You guys raise your shields if you will. You're not going to take casualties. Okay. And we can hit that tower from range with our archers. Okay, let's go burn down their barracks. Alright. And we need to ultimately capture the village. I'm not sure if there's going to be many more. Oh, we've got fighting. I think the guys came out of the barracks just in time to stop me. Can we get away with firing on them? I think we can. Because we're kind of from the side. Yeah, they're pretty much dead. Alright, let's keep going down this way. We do have to heal some of our men. We'll do that now. Alright, we'll have these guys start capturing that building. The only way Vikings apparently know how. Which is by burning everything to the ground.
This way.
And we'll move on down. And we'll capture the village. And that will give us the iron we need. We also have some iron resources just laying there for the pickings. Or the taking, I should say. And now we can burn that down. Archers can burn from range, but they just don't do it very fast. Oh, don't burn down the blacksmith. We'll need that.
Great. Upgrade some of your troops, and then we'll take these bastards down.
Alright, we're going to do the replenishment first. Then we'll do the upgrade. So all you do is you just hit this button right here, or the B button if you want to use the key binding, and that will use whatever iron you have available to do it. Now it does take 20 iron to do, but that's more or less the idea. You can do it anywhere. You don't have to be within the circle like I am right now. I was more there to replenish my troops than anything else. So now we replenish everybody. And we're more or less ready to finish the rest of this mission, but I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here, as I think we've seen quite a bit of... Hello, my friend. He's having a little bit of a hard time there. But yeah, I've showed off a decent amount of the mechanics of the game. The stealth mechanics, and some missions are going to address that a lot more than this particular one, especially one of the early missions. They only give you one unit that doesn't have that many men in it, and you have to do a lot of sneaking around in bushes. So the stealth will matter more in some missions than others. And as far as the various mechanics here, I'm sure there will be people that are going to be more proficient at utilizing this kind of thing than I am. But as I said, I'm not that strong of an RTS player. I still enjoy them, and from what I've seen so far, this is a pretty decent game. So let's talk about just the price perspective of things. So full price, this game is a little on the pricey side. We're talking about $45, just about, US. And I would say it's a little on the pricey side for what you get. I mean, determining the price value is very subjective in any regard. And we can watch our Vikings here burn down these poor villagers' houses. So it is a subjective thing. I do think this is a decent quality game. As far as if we come out into the main menu and we look at the campaign, well, I've made it most of the way through this particular character's campaign in just about 2 hours. So it gives you an idea of what kind of playtime you may have here. So 3 chapters took me about 2 hours, and that was in a stream, so I probably could have gotten through those chapters faster if I was on my own time. But all told, maybe you're looking at 4 or 5 hours per character, and then you have 2 characters per faction, and there's 4 factions. So that gives you a rough idea. I'm going to assume that, you know, some characters may have more lengthy campaigns than others, but if it's about 5 or 6 hours per character, that wouldn't be surprising to me from what I've seen so far. Although I would imagine the later chapters in particular in this are going to get more complicated. But as I said, I believe it was this chapter you're doing a lot of stealth, so, you know, you have to take your time and sneak around. So, you know, it's kind of a longer mission despite the fact you don't have a lot of forces. Alright, well, in any case, that's it for my look at Ancestors Legacy. If this is the kind of thing you're interested in, maybe it's worth taking a look at. But in any case, I hope you have enjoyed the video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.